Hello, I hope you're all doing really well and have had a good few days since we've been in touch with each other. Right, so the message that they had this time is very topical, very, very topical, and it's rare that it's quite so topical, but it's about our relationship with the planet, which is on the minds of many of us at the moment and has been brought to the forefront of the world at these times. So it's quite a long message. They had a lot to say, and as you know, I write down the things that they give to me. I do automatic writing as the messages come through. So I will simply read to you what they had to say. Here we go. Have faith. The planet is a powerful consciousness, a living being. She is the strong one, and she is saving you. You are fearful. You have come into a somewhat limited but partial understanding of the damaged relationship that you have with her. You fear that she will not forgive you. You fear that you cannot retrieve a loving reciprocal relationship with her. You fear punishment. You fear her retribution for the things that you have done. You fear it may be too late. You even fear the judgment of both her, the planet, and the future generations. We would like you to reframe your relationship with her. We would like to remind you that all is love. She is not judging you, punishing, or taking retribution. There is always forgiveness, for that is an aspect of love. Her only aim is to save you, to heal, to restore, to rebalance, to repair, to reconcile, to create and recreate a loving, reciprocal relationship with you. Her love for you will never die. What stands in the way of your receiving this? Your desire for control. We don't say need for control, since there is no such need. That is an illusion on your part. You are confused by conflicting desires. On the one hand, you are scared because your planet is changing, and you believe that you must take control of if, how, and when this happens. On the other hand, you are scared to relinquish your ways of life, your financial systems, your economic structures, your ways of business, your political hierarchy and power bases, your comforts, your technologies that you have become accustomed to, the notions of what progress of nations and peoples and persons and yourselves means to you, i.e., money and power. Even the notions of nations themselves, the way you division race upon where you are born, what you look like, what language you speak, who your parents are, etc., etc. For many of you, it is dawning on you that these desires to change and yet not change are in direct conflict. How can there be change without a total willingness to do so? With a resistance that wishes to retain some aspects of the status quo. Of course you are fearful of what comes next, of the unknown. What could replace these systems? What would your lives look like and feel like without these structures that have been developed by you over millennia and are all that you remember? Have faith. Have faith that your planet is a conscious being and has nothing but love for you. And it is a mother's love, and as such, it is unconditional. It will never change, and that you can rely on. So, as things escalate, dismantle, systems fail, break down, remember this: trust your planet, trust your mother, trust the process. She knows what she is doing. Trust her love for you. We have spoken before of the rise in vibration, both of the planet, which in part you measure by the Schumann resonance, although this is limited, but also the raising consciousness and vibration of yourselves as the collective of humanity. This has already reached a tipping point, and so it is forcing change. It is uncomfortable and unfamiliar as the process of change and healing unfolds. But do not fear, trust. If you fear, it will simply prolong the process. And if these systems are to break down, what does this mean? It means letting go, releasing, accepting loss. These cycles are always the same, no matter what aspect of life we are talking about. Letting go, releasing, accepting. Accepting the loss of money, the loss of ways of life, what you may interpret as the loss of ways by which you have sustained a measure of your well-being, of your health, of your happiness, and how you measure that and how you experience that. My writing gets very small here, so I'm sorry, I had very limited space on the page, so I will continue. The loss of your so-called progress, your ideals, your values, even your current identity. But in the act of loss, space is created, and you cannot retain these things if you are to gain. Something new is coming in. Let go of control. With a rise in vibration, naturally comes a new abundance, an abundance consciousness that you bring into yourselves. True abundance for all. Trust that this is where you are heading, especially as you experience the loss and the chaos in your lives and in your societies that will result. Know that all will be well, and this is for the greater good, and that your mother, the planet, loves you, knows what she is doing, and can be trusted. Okay, so the codes this week are for an increased connection to the planet and the love that she holds and extends to each of us, and also for courage as we experience the changes that are unfolding and will unfold in the years to come. Okay, all right. I shall start to channel. Eya kaya na ya ya. Eya kaya na ya kaya no koi na ya le ya ka. Ebru yo koi no ya le sai. E koi no ma ya le. E so koma na ya le ye. Ebru yo koi ma ya le se ya na. Ebru yo kono mele senea. Efro yo komo no yana ya. Eya shea hana se afro. Eke ya hana moya la seya. E oko moya le seya sha. E moja yana le seya. E mojo yana male seya reata. E mojo ya lesa. E proya sakayana. E proya sekayana haya. E alea hono moyane. Ele se haya ha. Ele se haya no yo no yo yo. Ena haya na ya sho. Ena haya na la sho. Embroyo ya. Ele se kaya na ya sha. Embroyo soko no yoro ya se ya sha. Ella le te que na ya na haya. E olo shoko yo moro ya ma haya na ya sa. Ene haya na la ya sha. E ria sa koyo no. Embroyo so kaya na ya sha. E fuyo sokoyo moya na ya la ya shaya. Oyo yo no haya na maya la saya aria sa kono yo sho. Embroyo sokoyo na haya ne la ya. Ne haya ne ya saya shakaya moria paya rea sakanda. Ya ne ya la sekaya na ya. E ya la sekaya no. Emprete ya na ya sha. Ele kaya ya shoro yo no. Ele wali ene. Ele waene hile. E hile se kaya na re se ele yana to. Ele se kaya na to. Ele se kaya le shaya. Ele ya kaya la sha. Ekayale shale ture. E ture bakayale sekaya no maya na ya ya. Ele sekaya na ya sha. E fruya hula sukumbra. E fruya se cumbra ole asa. E furia mojo. Eke anaya naya nakaya. Eke anaya naya lesekayara. Eke analea seakayana. Yaka. Embroya sokoya lasha. Embroya sakantayana la sakambrata. Emoryo sosho. Empraya sakanaya reatayasha. Embroya sokantainaya reanayasha. Embroya sakanta enaja enayasha. Umbretaya. Yeah. Ese kaya nayasha le se kaya natale elua. Elua riata kantaisha. Embroya sekatelia terra. Umbroya sokonto hetera. Kaya naya. Akaya nayasha. Embrete cantaria terra, embresso contoiania terra, emfreta cantaria xera, embraja ania xa cantera, encoia cantaria ania xeria terra, embroia sa cantaria andoio la xa cantariata, embroia rea xa cantariata, embrata cantaria satara, emprete cantaia lala, riesa cantaria xa, telese cantera, Embrea sakatelua la cantaria. Rasa cantea. Aria. Umbro. Ete. Khanenia Sakantaria Tareasha, Embrea Sakantorium Poriatea Shakataria, Embroya Shakantria, Eletua, Akatala Sakantria Sera, Sua, Akala, Aria Sakantria Antana, Earata Anna, Embroya Shokontoropala Sakanta, and Dea Kantaria Deasha. Fruia so contorianteas, Mbreta, terra, 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 sua, 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 sua. Yeah. Lovely. So beautiful. So beautiful. And I do hope that some sense of that safety that they wanted to convey, that we are safe and that we are loved and that we are in very good hands and not to fear, and that all is going to be well. I hope that some of that comes across. There's so much love in this planet and in her vibration and in her consciousness, that she is just pouring forth onto us. And there is change, and yes, it's going to be hard, and yes, there is going to be loss, but do not fear. Have faith and have trust. That's the message for this week. It's a big one. It's a really big one. I really felt it when it came through. So I hope that comes across to you all. And as always, the housekeeping bit. So please do, this is an important message, so please do like and subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers there are, the more people watch it, apparently. And also share it with everybody that you feel would benefit. And I would suggest in this case it's probably all of us at the moment. So anyway, if you would like to get in touch, if you would like a personal reading, if you would like some guidance, or there's something in your life that is troubling you, or that you want some inspiration or whatever it is, do get in touch. You can contact me via Facebook, you can contact me via my email address, which is below. Okay. Have a lovely week.